Truth here, and welcome to Otaku Evolution! Just like in my last review, I want to take a look at a title with a futuristic setting, starring a kick-ass woman who isn't entirely human, and a bulky cyborg who plays second fiddle. Armitage III started out as a 4-part OVA in 1995, and there was later a movie version which got big-name actors to star in it and aired on Sci-Fi Channel's Saturday anime block. Like with Venus Wars, Tank Police, and Iria, it was one of my early ventures into more adult-themed Japanese animation, with complexities rarely found in, say, Pokemon or Dragon Ball Z. I decided to cover the original version, the OVA, but I'll talk briefly about the movie as well. Anyway, the OVA is about a terraformed Mars in the future, where a cop named Ross Sylibus transfers after the death of his partner. There he meets his new partner, Naomi Armitage, already on the case of a murder of a country music star that turns out to be an advanced android called a Third. Well, the murderer, this crazy guy named Rene Danclade, is hunting down all such thirds. Armitage, who is revealed to also be a Third, is determined to unravel the conspiracy against her kind and stop the madman.
Here, bitch! Hey, you like it hot?
It's decent, not great. Wouldn't scramble to rewatch, but I didn't waste my time. Well, that's it. See ya! Okay, I guess I can talk a little more about it, but not much. The society built on Mars in this OVA utilizes robots mostly for service work and pleasure. They don't think twice about destroying the more advanced ones when they feel threatened by them, and as maniacal as Danclade is, his view of the Thirds isn't much different from the public's. A hatred for robots and disguise as humans. Of course, Danclade himself is far from human, so they are a bit of a hypocrite.
Something's coming.
What is it? Not again.
Danclade! But it can't be!
Hey, let's rumba!
My point is that Thirds are human enough to have complex emotions and even become sophisticated artists, but society thinks of them as stepping out of place from what robots are intended to be, which are tools with superficial charm. This leads Armitage to have herself an identity crisis, especially when she learns that her creator, Dr. Asakura, now a little out of it, considers her types to be failures. Fortunately, she has Ross around for some sweet sexual healing. I miss Wicked Game. But hey, look at this virtual reality internet interface. It reminds me of a lot of our heroes in standalone complex diving into the net. Actually, that ended up being a lot of what depictions of the internet in fiction used to be. This vast series of circuits and shapes. In SAC, it's more of a series of gates and roads leading into them, but it's similar enough. I guess it's not exciting enough to see people moving a mouse around in front of a laptop. Everything has to be the fucking Matrix. Anyway, there is, after all, a concerted effort by Martian society to kill off the Thirds, reaching from beyond Danclade, but the plot is really stupid. I mean, really dumb. See, and these are spoilers, so skip ahead a while if that bothers you. The architects behind this plan to remove Thirds from the picture? Evil feminists from Earth! That's right, evil feminists. It turns out, in the future, Earth is feminist-dominated, what a dystopia, to the point, I guess, of being largely matriarchal. Mars has a lower birth rate than Earth, so they need immigration to fill in their numbers. But people from Earth wouldn't like it on Mars so long as the thirds exist. Why, you ask? Well, because the thing that makes the thirds so special is that they can reproduce. Yep, you can get a robot preggers, upload your sperm into their cyberginas, and make a baby. Earth feminists hate that because, well...
They took our job! They took our job! They took your job! They took our job! They took your job!
Wow, it's like the writer doesn't understand feminism at all. Isn't one of the key points behind feminism thought that women are more than just brood machines, and reducing them to that is sexist? Why would women from Earth care if some gynoids took their place as baby factories? It would be a huge burden off their shoulders. Who wrote this? Some alt-right YouTuber? No, wait. Chiaki Konaka. Yeah, the plot is convoluted enough to be him. That checks out. I'm glad his writing got better with Lane. You do you, though, Mr. Konaka, you crazy diamond. What's with the music in this OVA? Sometimes its use is baffling. Like this bit where Ross is interviewing this official at a robotics corporation, and then on the way out it seems very action-y music is used when no action is happening at all.
Drive home safely and be sure to have a nice day. Bye!
Okay, enough complaining. I actually think Armitage is alright. As I said, I watched the movie version on the Sci-Fi Channel back in my formative days as an anime fan, so I definitely have some nostalgic attachment to it. And what a difference in acting, am I right?
Yeah, that's right, I'm a monster. I'm the monster society created. I'm the thing they blame for recession and social problems. I'm the scapegoat. If humans don't want me, why do they make me?
Yeah, that's right, I'm a monster. Just another name for a third in your book. What are you gonna do? Destroy me? Why? What did we ever do to humans? If humans don't want me, then why did they create me?
Well, maybe not. Kind of sucks either way. Perhaps you should watch this in Japanese with subtitles. The endings of the OVA and movie are a little different. The OVA ends with a noticeable time skip from the final battle. Armitage is already pregnant and making plans to visit her brother in cyberspace. The end of the movie takes place just after the final battle and sees Ross ruminating on finding a place for himself in Armitage and the implication that Armitage might want a child. I guess there's not all that much difference besides the certainty that Armitage is fulfilling her biological purpose as a third. I think that makes the OVA's ending seem a little more triumphant and obvious, and the movie is more ambiguous and hopeful. They both have their own strengths. Armitage III is, as I said a while ago, decent, but not great. The plotting seems a little inconsistent, with some beats being too repetitive, whereas others could use more development. The whole evil feminist conspiracy angle is outrageously silly, and seems like a last-minute justification rather than a puzzle picture that was carefully assembled. But if you want a cyberpunk-adjacent anime with a cool female lead and some decent action, you could do worse than Armitage III. Well, this was a short one now, wasn't it? I guess anything feels short after my previous video, but there was really only so much to say about Armitage III. Next time I'll be taking a look at an anime comedy, which might give me a bit more to work with. Until then, see ya!
They've lost it.
Fire!